Yo, day 79, I think it is, of this business journey. So, I'm literally getting home from work right now, and I'm almost there. But, so the past 2 or 3 days, I've been working on the app. I told myself not to do that. I've been telling myself, don't work on the app, market the app. We've already made the app. The app's on the App Store. Market the app. And there was a solid few days during the weekend, this last weekend, that I was just marketing the app, and I was doing really good at it. As far as, the influencer route goes. And I signed, 5 people, and I have 2 people with over 10K followers posting for me. And I didn't realize it, but I think I checked last night, and I had a sale. Like, somebody bought the yearly subscription for $34.99, but they were in Iceland, so it cost them $39.99. And so Apple took a 30% cut and cut that into $27 profit. So I made $27 in profit, and I don't get that payout until late or middle of April. So I don't really care about it. It's just the fact that I made that sale, which is cool. But as far as right now goes, I am officially done building the app, in my opinion. Why I started building the app is because I realized that there are things that I don't have in the app that are kind of needs to retain people, and once you get, you make that first touch to a customer, it needs to be a good first touch, because if they find any reason to leave your app and lose it, they will, and then you just lost that person basically for life, if you think about it. So I integrated notifications, I integrated the live activities and the widgets, and I don't really know exactly how the notifications are working. I asked a couple of different times on how I'm supposed to configure them, but I got the push notifications from my knowledge installed, and they're not working. So I think that it's probably a bug on my app side, not that I'm just doing something wrong. So I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna really try to make it work, and if not, it is what it is as far as notifications go, and I guess I'll just have to thug it out until my mom gets back, so that I can make an LLC for the business and start promoting with Facebook on app promotion campaigns. So we'll see how that goes, the whole Facebook stuff, and my mom and an LLC. But that's kind of what I need to do. I need to make an LLC for the business so that I can properly run a app promotion campaign on Facebook. And I know I'm going to be unprofitable for at least a week of running straight ads, but I think that will teach me a lot. I have a lot that I will have experienced from running paid ads, and eventually I'm going to become profitable. This app's getting really good, and I'm getting more influencers to post more videos, and the more videos they post, the more content I have to use, and so it's just a whole thing. But I canceled my Higgsfield subscription last night. I paid $225 for it, and I only used 30% of the video generations this whole month. And once I cancel it, I don't keep the credits. They just deplete, and I just basically wasted the money that I didn't use. So that's annoying. And they don't roll over to the next month either. They just reset. So that's annoying. But we canceled it, so we didn't get charged another $200. And so yeah, but it's really cool to see that we got a subscription, a yearly subscription. But I was really bad about it, and what I feel really bad is I checked to see, because on my app admin dashboard it shows me who's subscribed, who's paid, who's a premium member, and there's 0 premium members, but somebody paid. So I was confused as to okay, how is this working? Does my app just not pick up the fact that there is a premium member on the app, and they just didn't register it in my admin dashboard? And so I went through the process myself, and I paid the money myself, which I guess I lost a few dollars to probably payment processing fees and whatnot. But I paid myself. I bought the app, the yearly subscription, the same one that they bought, and I didn't get premium. I didn't get the features that I was going to pay for. And so I had to go back into it a couple times and like retest it out and make sure that I was getting premium. And I finally got it fixed today. And so now anybody, including the person that paid, anybody, once they pay, will get premium access. So that was a good that I fixed it, because with one person instead of like 5 or 10 or 100 or 1,000, because 1,000 people might not have got their premium membership and would have just deleted the app. So I really feel bad for that one person that ended up paying basically $40 and not getting anything out of it. But if they go back onto the app now, they will get stuff out of it. So yeah, it's all based on that. But we basically got it working, we got it running, and we just got to test it out as people come to the app and make sure that everything's running correctly. But what I did to make sure that was true is on multiple different phones, I tested out the payment processing method. And I guess what I did was I took my brother's phone and I downloaded the app and I signed into an account. And then after I signed into the account, I made sure I didn't have premium, and I didn't. And then I pressed the premium feature and the screen came up, and then he typed in his password and paid for the 3-day trial. And then the 3-day trial, happened, and he got premium access immediately. So I think it should work. But yeah, so what that tells me is also I got it on March 11th. So if we go back, this is day 79. If we go back, I think today's what? Is it the 18th or the 17th? I don't know. If we go back, let's say it was the 17th. If we go back 6 days. So 6 minus 9 is 73. Day 73 or day 74 is the day that I got a subscription. I don't know what I was doing that day or what was really going on. But I think it might have been over the weekend when I was grinding with that stuff. So we'll see. Also, I checked the attribution settings inside of my app on Apple Store Connect, and I didn't even really see any of the analytics until last night. That's probably, obviously why I didn't see the sale. But the attribution settings said that we have a whole bunch of people coming from Iceland, coming from the UK, coming from the United States mostly. And we are getting, I'd say we're getting about 30%, almost probably a good 30% of people are searching the name Calorie Simple up in the App Store. And then I don't know how they track this, but that other 70% is basically coming from referrals. So I guess link clicks, people that have clicked on the link in people's bios that I have out there with influencers, and then they go and they download the app. 70% of people that download the app are doing that. Also, the app has 200 impressions, which means one impression is one person seeing the app page and logo. I think I have around 60 or 70 downloads, and I guarantee half of them are probably from myself, just because of the fact that I'm continually recreating and deleting things to test things out properly. But anyways, so I'm gonna head inside, but we made our money today. We got charged by Replit again because of how much we're doing and building with the app. We have live activities up. We have widgets up. We're going to try to fix notifications before I say goodbye to paying for Replit. And then we have a few features up. $100. Okay, we didn't make $125 today. Okay. We have a few features that we need to get up, or that we got up. So Tim Lanzer, our first ever promoter, our first ever influencer that's still signed with us to this day, which is only for a week or two. He doesn't have access to the app in his country, in Austria. So he can't make videos with the app. So what he wants me to do is he wants me to send him screenshots and screen recordings of myself using the app with certain metrics and kind of making it look like he was using it, and then he'll post those things on his TikTok page and get people to go download it. and inspire people to go do it. And then I'll get more people going to the app. People will be asking, what's the app called? Da, da, da. And, then people will be going to the app. It's in his bio. So, yeah, and now we're officially tracking those link clicks. I don't even know if that's like a true thing or not, if we are or we aren't, because I've clicked on the link myself and it didn't track the link click, so I don't know. But as far as today goes, it's a Tuesday, and I officially got home, and I'm really tired, so I'm going to reset. Probably going to get some food, go up to my room, and chill, get myself in a dopamine state, comfortable state, relaxed state, and then I'll just think about what I'm going to do next. Today, my goal, though, is I saw my girlfriend yesterday and the day before yesterday, so I'm going to try not to see her today, and I'm going to try to focus on myself. I might have work tomorrow, especially considering I only got paid $100 today. And so we'll see if that happens and how that goes. And if it does go, I don't know what I'm saying. If it does go, then we'll be working tomorrow and we won't have enough time, or we won't have a lot of time to work on the business. But if we aren't, then we'll have a lot of time to work on marketing, and we'll start that whole process back up, posting videos every day and reaching out to more creators and making sure that the creators are promoting good content. So yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next clip. All right, this is an update on video number 2, or this is video number 2 of day 79. So I'm out here in the garage right now, and I'm telling you right now, I just woke up from like a 5-hour nap, bro. I went back to back on falling asleep during meditation. I was tired when I got home, but I didn't think I was that tired. And then I just started thinking in my head, and it comes to the point where you have your eyes closed, you focus on moving your body in a way that relaxes every single muscle, and your eyes are closed, and you're just listening to some good music, and your headphones are noise canceling. You just fall asleep. And so I fell asleep again for 2 times in a row. And now it's 10:30, and I know I said I wanted to take advantage of work all 4 days of this week, because after Thursday I'm pretty much cooked as far as having the opportunity to go to work. But I made $225 this week so far, and I'm gonna work on a Thursday, and I feel like this is a sign. I went to sleep at 4 p.m. and I didn't wake up till 10:30, and I didn't get any work done that I wanted to get done on the business. So I think that it's a sign. I feel like the time that I've been spending with my dad, with all those people at the office, is great, and I love that. But I just feel like overall, it's contributing to a distraction and an influence and a priority switch. And I don't want to be moved that way. I want to focus on myself and what I know I need to do. And in order to properly do that, I think I just need time with myself. The only thing I'm scared about is waking up late and basically, tomorrow I wake up at 11 or 12 because of how tired I was. And then, I kind of dilly-dally and I get food. And then by the time I'm working, my dad and my brother are already at home, So there's that, and then the possibility of Maggie wanting to come hang out with me tomorrow on the day that I took off. I was trying to be productive. I don't know about that either, and so it's kind of scary. But if I can set an alarm early enough and I have enough sleep to wake up early enough, I think that it could be very beneficial. And so that's what my plan is. I'm gonna try to wake up around 9 tomorrow, and I'm not going to work. I asked my dad. I was like, "Hey, I don't think if you guys don't need me, I'd rather just stay home. Just let me know." And he said, "Yeah, we won't need you tomorrow. So you can just stay today." And I was like, "All right, sounds good." And I haven't really talked to them, but I think I want to work Thursday. I mean, it's my day on Thursday anyway, so I want to work Thursday. That would bring the week together at $325. So, yeah. But the truth is I need to go to work every single day, or not every single day, but I need to go to work every week at least twice. So yeah, but as far as tonight goes at this point, I made a video that I scheduled to post in a month from now. And so that'll be cool to see. It should post around day 110, aka like April 17th, April 16th. So yeah, but yeah, I literally woke up and it's 10:30, and so I'm still really tired, but like, no, I definitely have more energy, and I'm not nearly as tired as before I fell asleep, so I might have more energy to do things. And judging on the fact that like I'm not going to work tomorrow, I don't have a kind of a bedtime that I'm going to give myself, because I don't have a certain time to wake up tomorrow, and I just was asleep that long, so I might as well wake up and like do some work. But I think I might actually go back into meditation practice. I think I'm awake enough to the point where I can like do that now. I don't know. I just gotta really sustain myself. The issue with it is I'll get into it, right? And then I'll start thinking in my mind, like, thoughts, and like, oh yeah, this, that. And then I'll like slowly just like drift off, and I'll like wake up and I'll be like, okay, what was I thinking about? And I'll have no idea. And like the thoughts that I try to get myself to subconsciously think, they just get kind of like rejected because of how tired I am. Like mentally, I do not want to be thinking. And so my mind is literally rejecting my inside thoughts. It's actually kind of crazy because I never noticed that before. But my brother and my dad are probably gonna be to bed soon, so I guess from this point forward, I'm gonna get my stuff. I'm gonna get comfortable up in my room again and lock in, headphones on, laptop on my lap, and just some good music, maybe a podcast, and just reorganize everything. Make sure I have all the DMs managed. Make sure that I have everything updated where it needs to be in order to work successfully. And then just work on DMs, work on where we're at. As far as where we're at with DMs on TikTok, I think that I'm at like 131, and everybody that I followed up, or that I need to follow up, I've already kind of technically followed up with, because I sent a DM to their most recent video on the day that I DM'd them. But I guess again, like if I want to double DM them, I can, so I might. But it would just be me going back into my TikTok shared videos, and I'd find where I left off, and then I'd just go to their account, kind of see how many followers they are, what type of content they post, and I'll add them to my roster on my dashboard, and then I'll DM them a certain DM, and then I'll DM their most recent video. I'll say, hey, go check your DMs, and then I guess we'll just follow up with them as they kind of come to us, and then that'll get to a point in time where I don't want to DM anymore. I'm just too tired, and it's just too late, and I need to go to bed, and then I'll end up going to bed. And then there's also the whole like making of videos stuff inside of things, and I mean, it's just my dad and my brother here, so it's not that hard to go and do if I take advantage of it. But at the same time, it's like, it's kind of like I kind of have to be confined to be able to make those videos, because my dad and my brother know subtly about what I'm doing, but they have no idea like where I am and like what my goal is. And so if they see me making like TikToks about like telling people to go download this app or whatever, I think it's kind of weird. So I want to do it. I want to post a volume of videos that help myself. I think that's what I would be doing in the situation, and that's amazing. But I just don't know the routine of how I would post the videos. Like, I feel like that version of myself would have a routine. Like, they'd probably use a tripod. They just know what to do. They know how to make the videos. They know everything. And so, yeah, I guess we'll see how that ends up playing out tonight. I don't think I'm gonna make any videos, but I should definitely make some tomorrow at some point, and kind of just reset that way and figure out what I need to do next. Because I was thinking about going all 4 days of work, but when I noticed I woke up at 10:30 and I fell asleep again during manifestation, I did not get any work done. I feel like that was kind of a sign. But the biggest thing is like, I feel like the past 2 days I've noticed that I've kind of been drifting into a trance farther and farther away from working on the business. And like I've been taking in more of people around me, and like those things are distractions, you know, like Dr. Wilbury, my dad, my brother, Rachel, like people in the office. I feel like they've in a way kind of like brought me down back to like reality and not mentally like where I want to be. And so I'm not doing the things that would put me in the place I want to be. I'm kind of catching myself. So I decided that's a double reason for why I'm not going to be going to work tomorrow. So yeah, we got our stuff. We're going to go make some food, and then we're going to go back upstairs and we're going to work, see where we're at, get in a position, get in the mood, and yeah. But that's day 79. Peace out.